Hey everyone! So, as you already know, last week, as in the time we're recording this, last week I believe, the final Smash Bros. DLC character was released, which is Sora. And I will say, thank God, it's finally over. Smash speculation is done. No more unfunny memes. No more Smash speculation. I'm finally fucking free. Well, at least until the next Smash game comes out. So I've been following Smash news for about 8 years. So I've been following Smash news since the Smash 4 days, which is 8 years, and that I can't believe that like Smash 4 is almost like a decade old. Like damn, time fucking flies. Like that's crazy, almost a decade. But anyways, now that Smash Ultimate DLC is over, and I thought it would be nice to reminisce of all of the past Smash reveals, the ones that I have been paying attention to since about like 2013. Because I feel like Smash 4, I feel like Smash Ultimate is kind of like the sequel to Smash 4, if that makes sense. It kind of carries the same aesthetics, and I think that Smash 4 really did perfect the like format of like a Smash character reveal. So I thought I would go over all of the characters that were revealed since then, get my thoughts on them, how I felt about it, my thoughts when I first saw the trailer, where I was when I first saw the trailer, and my thoughts then and now, that kind of stuff. And since most of the stuff in the beginning was like 8 years ago, I think it'll be more, I think it'll be more clear to me with what the more recent it gets, if that makes sense. Anyways, without further ado, let's begin. So the first character revealed for Smash 4 was the Animal Crossing villager. And I believe I remember where I was when I first saw the trailer. It's a little hard to explain, but I was staying at like this summer camp that my parents worked out for a bit, and I stayed there, but I wasn't really participating, if that makes sense. When I was there, my friend showed me the trailer for, at the time, was new Smash game. I was like, holy shit, new Smash. At the time, I was really into Animal Crossing. I played a lot of Wild World on my 3DS, but I didn't really have like New Leaf yet. I got on my birthday that year, and I played a lot of Brawl 2, which is why I was excited for the new Smash game. And so when I always played Brawl with friends, I would always want them to pick Smashville. Not because it was tournament legal, but because it was Animal Crossing. So I really wanted some kind of playable Animal Crossing character in the game. I think most people thought it would be, it's going to be like Tom Nook or something. No, of course it's going to be the villager. So when I found out that the villager was going to be playable in the game, I was very excited. And I promised to main him, or them, as I would say. I promised to main them. And I did. Villager is pretty fun, I guess. Villager definitely has a very interesting moveset, because it's fucking Animal Crossing, and you can't, you don't really fight in that game. So, I would say pretty cool moveset. Of course, Villager is going to be in the game. I remember playing Villager a lot back in the day. Nowadays, I don't really do it for some reason. I mean, I would be down to like play Animal Crossing Villager again. So yeah, Animal Crossing Villager. I also remember the fact, how on like the 3DS version of the game, they had the Tortimer's Island stage. I remember like every time they would show that stage, I would like close my eyes. I'm like, no, I don't want to be spoiled on this Animal Crossing stage. That's pretty funny. Anyways, yeah, Animal Crossing. Cool. And then next, I believe they revealed the Wii Fit trainer. I don't quite remember how I felt about the Wii Fit. It's funny because I know if you look at the comments, like way back when the Wii Fit was first revealed, you can see like a lot of people were fucking disappointed by their inclusion. But I was 10, so I don't really care. I always felt like quirky Smash characters that aren't really like highly requested, like Wii Fit or Game & Watch, are great additions. I think they are kind of the soul of Smash Bros. Very cool. Wii Fit is definitely like a character, Wii Fit is definitely like one of those characters that I feel like if they were revealed during Ultimate's lifespan, they would be highly despised. We'll talk about that later, but you know, I remember in my junior year of high school, I took a yoga class for some reason, and my knowledge of the poses represented in Wii Fit Trainer's Smash moveset helped me in that class. And I feel like that yoga is like kind of like this weird hobby I have where I'm kind of knowledgeable of it. Some people are like, yo, do the yoga thing, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. I feel like Sakurai just had like this morning yoga routine that he did, and he just thought, yo, I can make a moveset out of this. And it worked, I guess, but Wii Fit is a pretty fun character, I guess. They're kind of underrated, and like competitively, they're kind of busted if you like know how to do them. That fucking like, the fucking deep breathing shit, holy shit, that fucking deep breathing shit's like overpowered. But their final smash is lame as fuck. Mega Man. People were freaking the fuck out when Mega Man was announced for Smash, and can you blame them? People thought Mega Man was almost dead in the water after they canceled all those projects and like everything, bad box art Mega Man. So when they announced Mega Man for Smash, and he has the traditional design and he's referencing all the Robot Masters, the fucking Mega Man fans saw it as like a ray of hope. It's like, holy shit. I was familiar with Mega Man at this time. I didn't play a Mega Man game. And because I used to watch a lot of like YouTube videos and like about gaming, and Mega Man was always there. I should have mentioned that I was like 10 around this time, in like 2013. I was 10 years old, and I was very familiar with the Blue Bomber, I guess. I didn't get into Mega Man until like 2 years later, in like 2015, so that was pretty cool, I guess. So when I first played Mega Man in Smash, I thought Mega Man kind of sucked. I thought he sucked ass because I didn't play him correctly, of course. But once I got into the Mega Man series and I learned how to actually play Mega Man in the game, I grew to appreciate Mega Man. So Mega Man in Smash is awesome. While a little biased towards the classic series, is awesome, has awesome fan service, and a spark of hope for fans who lost faith in the series. Their final Smash is fucking awesome. That shit's so cool. And here's a little bonus. Not really a newcomer for Smash 4, but I was excited to see them come into the game, was Sonic. I was obsessed with Sonic around this time and played the shit out of him Brawl because, of course, I was 10 years old and autistic, so it was a pretty like suspenseful kind of couple months not knowing if Sonic would be in Smash 4 or not. So I remember the morning they announced Sonic, I used to wake up at like 6 a.m. and that was when the website was usually updated. I think I refreshed the page on like my shitty Windows XP computer. I actually had like a shitty Windows XP computer in the living room while it updated. Then I saw Sonic and I like fucking popped off, but like quietly because I didn't want to wake up the rest of the house. I think it's funny that like Sonic Lost World has a stage in Smash Bros. Even though that like arguably Sonic Lost World is like the least iconic fucking game out of the Sonic series, but I think it's a pretty alright stage, I guess. Like, I get it was really just a cross-promotion for Sonic Lost World that was coming out at the time for Nintendo consoles only, but now that Lost World's on PC, and you know the whole thing is done with. It's kind of funny to look back on. And then after the E3, there was really just kind of a bit of a silence on Smash characters until like the end of the year. I believe in December, when they announced Rosalina and Luma in a Nintendo Direct, I believe. And I found out about Rosalina in Smash when I got home from school one day and checked the Smash website, and then boom, Rosalina in Smash. I believe she was revealed in the Direct in December that year. You might notice a pattern where I didn't really tune into Nintendo Directs because I was 10, pretty much. I didn't really know about that stuff. And I was pretty much only learning news about Smash Bros. Around this time and didn't really pay attention to the other stuff. To be fair, it was the Wii U era. I wasn't missing much. I remember people were fucking pissed that Rosalina was in Smash because she was a quote-unquote waifu character. Remember the guy who bought all those Rosalina amiibos so other people couldn't have them? Rosalina in Smash is a character I do not play at all. She's just not my playstyle, and I don't think many people play her or played her even back then. I think most people just see her as like this Ice Climbers replacement, and now that they're back in Ultimate, they're just kind of like, yeah, they're in the game. She's fine. Rosalina and Luma is okay, I guess. And then on to the next year, Little Mac. So this is the same thing. They're all kind of similar stories. I was at a friend's house and I checked the website, the Smash website on the computer, and saw Little Mac as a fighter in Smash, and I was like, yo, bro, new Smash trailer. And then we watched it, and it was cool. I knew what Little Mac was before this. Like I said, I watched a lot of gaming YouTube, so I know all about like the old games that I feel like most kids these days wouldn't recognize because they're kids. And my dad told me he played like Punch-Out way back in the day. My dad actually told me he played Punch-Out way back in arcades, which isn't really surprising, but like, hey, that's kind of cool. Remember when people thought that Little Mac was the best character in the Smash 3DS era? Remember when people were side being off the stage in the 4 glory Little Macs? But Mac is a fun character, at least during the initial days of Smash 4. I mean, I rarely play them nowadays, as he is like the worst character in Ultimate, but Little Mac did get some buffs in the latest patch, so who knows? Maybe we'll see a Mac Renaissance. I'm not sure. Next is Greninja. Greninja. I always liked how the announcer pronounced Greninja, like Greninja. It's just funny. That's funny as fuck. And I feel like I distinctly remember where I was when Greninja was revealed. I wasn't watching it, of course, like always, because I was like in an elementary school, but I was like at an elementary school 5th grade field trip at like this skate park. Like whenever I think about Greninja's initial reveal trailer, it's hard to explain, but I feel like that cloudy spring afternoon vibe, like in 5th grade when I think of Greninja in Smash 4. I wasn't even into Pokemon at the time, but I did think it was cool. Greninja's cool as fuck, actually, like easily the undisputed best starter of Gen 6. One of the things that really bugs me about the reveal trailer of Greninja, or at least the reactions, was people were freaking out because they thought it was Mewtwo, but even if you look at the reveal trailer like now, that's still obviously not Mewtwo. I don't know what people were thinking back then. And Greninja has a cool moveset. I don't usually play Greninja though, but yeah, Greninja, pretty cool. And then moving on a couple months to the E3 fighters, and like always, I found out about the E3 fighters coming home from school one day, and once again, checking the website. I believe on like my mom's phone. And of all the characters they announced at E3, I was probably the most excited for the Miis. Like, bro, I can add anybody I want into the game. The reveal trailer is cool as fuck too. Like, you got Reggie, and Iwata fighting, and then Elijah Wood, Ice-T, and like Abe Lincoln get revealed in Smash. That's just weird, I guess. The Mii's just play pretty generically, which is okay, I guess. They're fucking Mii's. But my favorite to play out of all of them is like the Mii Brawler. You know, arguably the best one, like, competitively. I think, like, adding Mii's into Smash, I think for, like, Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate, it's pretty fun for a while. Like, it's like, haha, guys, I'm playing as Shrek in Smash. Then you just got kind of bored, I guess. Mii's are unfortunate due to the stigma and, like, competitive play. They should be illegal, by the way. Give me one good reason why Mii shouldn't be legal. You couldn't even play in them online in Smash 4, which is kind of bullshit, I guess. I'm glad you can play as Mii's and online in Ultimate, even if I rarely do play them. I believe Mii, Sword Fighter, and the Gunner are like the worst characters in the game, at least in Smash 4. And, you know, they just became kind of like the Mii costume hype stuff. Like, we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves, but it was always nice in like Ultimate or Smash 4. Every single like update, they would add like Mii costumes. It was interesting to see what they would add, who would get disappointed. We're getting ahead of ourselves. Anyways, next one, Palutena. Palutena's real trailer was cool as fuck. I was animated by the studio behind the best Kid Icarus animated short, Palutena's Revolting Dinner. Do not at me, that is the correct opinion. I kneel to Studio Shaft. They are the best studio ever. I didn't really care for it at the time. I was like, cool. It's kind of interesting because I was like kind of getting into anime at this time, like the surface level shit. Naruto, like Fairy Tail. What else did I watch? I think it was just Fairy Tail mostly. That's like my first anime. So, I don't know. That was definitely the attractive thing. To me, the anime style visual reveal trailer is definitely like, whoa, that's cool. That's based. I didn't really care for Palutena at the time, and I think that Palutena is a unfortunate character due to the circumstance. She wasn't very commonly played in Smash 4 because she wasn't really that good. At least her base moveset. With her entire gimmick in Smash 4 was her custom moves, which her custom moves made her overpowered. Like fucking lightweight, that like removes frames and makes moves come out more and gets rid of the ending lag. That shit's crazy. Because of this, like during the Smash 4 era, I sometimes forgot that Palutena was a fighter in the game. Luckily, Ultimate Palutena is a bit of a beast. She received a glow. I guess you could say she received a glow up from Smash 4 to Ultimate. I kind of want to play Palutena again, not because I'm a Coomer. I think Palutena is a very pretty woman, but I don't play her because of that. I don't have a porn addiction. I'm sorry.
Oh shit! Here comes PacMan.
PacMan just felt like a pretty obvious character, considering that pretty much everyone just kind of had that suspicion that PacMan was going to be in the game because Bandai Namco's name was attached to the project ever since the E3 reveal. I'm surprised they didn't reveal him sooner, but I think that PacMan representation in Smash is very questionable. I'm glad they opted to use PacMan's old design compared to the one with the eyes, like the Ghostly Adventures one. But the representation is more like Namco arcade history as a whole, which is fine, I guess. If I was a bigger fan of Pac-Man and like the Pac-Man World games, I would be more upset. But for some reason, they opted to put Pac-Land into Ultimate and not the Pac-Maze stage, which is like, that is like one of the most iconic places in video games. Why did you opt to use the Pac-Land? I just don't get it. But I fuck with Pac-Man. I have a Pac-Man amiibo that at the time was like my prized possession and son. It was like a son to me. I trained him hard to fight, to fight every single character, to like know the mashup, like at 10 stocks, and like leveled him up to be the most powerful as fuck. He was a beast. His name was Pizza Pocket, cause why not? I want to train him again, but this time I want to name him Crackman, cause that's funny as fuck. Another thing I forgot to mention about Pac-Man, just like a little side note, is that his alts like suck dick. Like, I feel like maybe Bandai Namco has like this weird like brand control thing for Pac-Man where his skin can't be altered, but like, come on. Like, it's just his gloves and like, come on, there's not even like a Miss Pac-Man all or anything like that. I don't know, it's just a little weird. But yeah, Pac-Man. Up next, we have the reveal trailer for Robin and Lucina. This trailer's cool. I like how they made it look like a Fire Emblem Awakening cutscene. I remember waking up at like 7 a.m. exactly with my friend, and we were watching it on like my iPhone 3S. My friend who was watching it with me was like a super big fan of Fire Emblem, specifically Awakening. I believe it's like still his favorite game of all time, so he was very happy to see Robin and Lucina. Now me, on the other hand, who at the time, of course, had not played Fire Emblem game, didn't really care. But now Fire Emblem is like attached to my soul, and Awakening is like one of my favorite games ever. Unfortunately, I'm kind of glad they opted to put the Avatar character in Awakening rather than Chrom. Like, I love Chrom, but I think that Robin definitely has to create a moveset. I think that's just the public opinion. I think it's interesting that maybe without Smash, the Awakening Avatar units would probably not be as prevalent in the series. Like how in Fire Emblem Fates, you can use the Robin Smash amiibos to get them in Smash, and how the Fire Emblem avatars are in Heroes and Warriors as playable characters. It's very interesting. I wonder what the series would be like without, Robin and Smash. For better or for worse, But I like playing Robin and Smash. They're fun. Also, I don't really have an opinion on Lucina. Lucina is Lucina. Like, I love Lucina. Lucina's awesome. But she's a clone of Marth. So it doesn't really matter. But I do wish she had like a butterfly mask alt though that like stays on her. I know it's like one of her taunts, but I just wish it could stay on her like all times because that's kind of cool. Now, unfortunately, as many of you know, the Smash roster was leaked weeks prior to the game's official release. And I remember everyone losing their shit to these leaks. Everyone was like debating over whether it was real or not. Photoshop Little Max and shit like that. And like people pointing out inconsistencies, quote unquote inconsistencies with the 3DS character select screen. It's like, where are the names? Why are the clones separated? When in truth, it was just like that all along. I remember seeing the original video of like Bowser Jr. getting knocked out before like Nintendo zapped it. And because of that, the surprise of the final couple fighters was kind of lost. But I guess that Shulk was the last like character revealed for Smash. And at that point, it's looked like Nintendo didn't really have a choice. It's like, whatever. Fuck it. I guess despite all the proof that was given, people still didn't want to believe it. And then I believe they revealed it in like this Japan-only Nintendo Direct. Remember when Nintendo did region exclusive directs? Yeah. When Shulk was announced, I knew nothing about Xenoblade or the Xeno series for that matter. So Shulk was just very foreign to me. Notice at this time, when I wouldn't recognize like a new character revealed for Smash, I just get a little curious, and I would like to learn more about them. I'm a very open person, so I became a indirect Xenoblade fan, looking at certain parts of the game and liking them, mostly Shulk and Fiora because they were cute. I will admit that Shulk and Smash might have been one of the first dudes that made me realize maybe I like guys. I looked at his swimsuit and I was like, yeah, Shulk looked good in Smash 4. Ultimate, no, not so much. I really wish it would fix Shulk, but no, it looks like we won't get Shulk fixed anytime soon. So, Shulk, alright character. I'm too smooth-brained to main Shulk because of how technical he is. Like those Shulk mains and their fucking acronyms, but Shulk, pretty cool. Xenoblade, cool, I guess. I still need to beat a Xenoblade. Next, we have Bowser Jr. And Bowser Jr. was kind of weird. because his like reveal trailer was shown a month after the game, or at least the 3DS came out. It was like during that Wii U event, and by the way, that event, the fucking like 50 factor extravaganza on the Wii U, that made me want a Wii U, which is kind of sad. But I was originally only going to stick with the 3DS version, and then I saw the fucking 50 factor extravaganza and all of the new shit they had. I'm like, damn, I want a Wii U now, and I want Smash Bros. With it. But like I said, Bowser Jr. is like this weird character to show off like this late into the game, like even after the game came out, because I don't know, because he's like fucking Bowser Jr. Definitely like a weird character to just like, because Bowser Jr., it's like this recognizable Nintendo character, or somebody I thought, yeah, a bunch of people would see get in, or whatever. His real trailer is sick as fuck, by the way, like all the Koopalings and shit, especially because like around this time, like Nintendo kind of did push the Koopalings, especially like in Mario Kart, where that was like sort of like the big deal that like all 7 of them are in the game. And his reveal trailer is sick as fuck, by the way, with everything. They like beat the shit out of him, and damn, he's like powerful as fuck. I mean, like, damn. Compared to Bowser Jr., like I said, Bowser Jr. is weird, because I would say compared to his daddy, Bowser, I think Bowser Jr. represents the quote-unquote Mario brand better. At least the villain side, if that makes sense. And the Koopalings, I guess, are creative, I guess, because of like 8-player Smash. Because if the main gimmick was 8-player Smash, and coincidentally, Bowser Jr. and the 7 Koopalings make 8. And I guess they did do moveset better. I know most people wanted a more Mario Sunshine based moveset for Bowser Jr. I don't think anybody thought that Bowser Jr. would work in like this Koopa car or whatever they're called. Koopa clown cars, right? In the early days of Smash 3DS, I used to play Bowser Jr. a lot for some reason. Nowadays, not so much, barely at all. Overall, I don't know. Bowser Jr. is a weird character, but I feel like they had to, considering that like Bowser Jr. is part of like the main Mario cast, they kind of had to get in like sooner or later, you know? If that makes sense. Well, except for Waluigi, but yeah. And another character I used to play was Dark Pit. And in the early days of Smash 3DS, I used to play Dark Pit a lot. I don't know why. Maybe it was the Edge. It was probably the Edge, but it's just a clone of Pit, other than a couple of differences. But people were fucking pissed about Dark Pit, because it was like, oh, Sakurai's just adding his own characters in the game. He's adding too many Kid Icarus characters. It was very weird, but it's a fucking clone. Who cares? And then the final character of base Smash 4 was Duck Hunt, and I think Duck Hunt is funny as fuck. You know, not Duck Hunt Dog, not Dog and Duck, or Duck Hunt, just Duck Hunt. They call it Duck Hunt. It's hard to say it like Duck Hunt. It's hard. You know, sometimes you'll say like the cunt. It kind of sounds like you're saying the cunt. It's weird because you know, I don't know how to describe it, but I like how they made Duck Hunt Dog more like goofy as fuck. He's like droopy and he's kind of cute, and I fuck with the Duck Hunt Dog a lot. Duck Hunt's epic as fuck. I can't really say much about Duck Hunt's inclusion in Smash, other than like they represent the like zappers and shit. But then Duck Hunt is like also a weird character to put in Smash. Like, I'm glad they're in, but most people recognize Duck Hunt as like this stupid fucking dog that laughs at you whenever you miss a shot, and everybody wants to shoot the Duck Hunt dog. So why would you make them a fighter in Smash, and if everybody and their mother wants to fucking shoot the dog? And I also remember, you know how when they're like down special or like their final Smash, they have the Wild Gunman. It fucking blew my mind, because in their down B and like their final Smash of Duck Hunts was like they summoned the Wild Gunman from like that arcade game. And that arcade game was in Back to the Future 2, and I always thought that was just like some arcade game they made for the movie, but no, I think Duck Hunt is just alright. Duck Hunt is funny as fuck. I said he looks goofy as fuck and it's funny. Maybe it's my bias because I like dogs. I think Duck Hunt in Smash is cool if you don't have a bunch of bitches in your ears talking about how much they want to shoot the dog. And I believe that's about it for the base Smash 4 roster characters. Overall, I feel like the Smash 4 base newcomers were kind of really creative because it really felt like after Brawl, Nintendo just kind of got all of their like recognizable characters like King Dedede or Meta Knight or like Wario, maybe the Pokemon. I forgot who else. So it was like, okay, now that we got all the way, let's just add fucking whoever. I'm not sure if I said that before in this video, but you know what I mean. Which goes on to the DLC. The DLC was like, wow. Starting with not really a newcomer, but Mewtwo. And Mewtwo was hype as fuck. It was like, holy shit, Smash is going to have more DLC. Smash is going to have more characters on the way. And finally, well, at the time, I didn't really have access to play like Melee or like whatever. So when they announced like Mewtwo, even though it was just like a couple models and shit, I was like, oh, good. I can finally see what the rage about Mewtwo, because everybody wanted Mewtwo in Smash like before then, because Mewtwo wasn't in Brawl for some reason. Why weren't they in Brawl? I don't know. But Mewtwo was like, everyone was losing their shit, especially Etika. Etika's reaction is fucking legendary, by the way. Like literally, that shit. That was the first time I heard of him, but fucking legendary. RAP, man. But like, damn, I don't know. Just Mewtwo. That was like a big one because it was like, holy shit, DLC. And whenever I think about Mewtwo in Smash 4, like their design, I just think of like, I don't know, like shrimp. I don't fucking know, like raw shrimp. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks like it or something. I think it's the color of Mewtwo. I think everybody knows how in like April, Roy and Ryu got leaked by like sound files from the 3DS version, I believe. I actually didn't like catch those leaks when they first came out. I barely heard about it. Or at least I don't recall hearing about it. I mean, of course, like Ryu and Roy got like leaked a day early before like the whole presentation came out. I think Nintendo definitely has the DLC shit under wraps, because that entire thing was like a disaster. Like, how does that happen? How do people get a hold of like that update before? But like, whatever. But when Ryu got announced for Smash, it didn't really feel like that big of an occasion for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it was because everybody knew Ryu was going to be in Smash at the time. Maybe it was because it was Ryu, and like Ryu's in fucking everything. Fortnite, Grand Blue, like everything. Ryu's in like this fucking like Family Guy Flash fighting game. It's fucking crazy, but like, so when Ryu got announced for Smash, I think everyone was just like, okay, cool, Ryu in Smash, nice. And I remember the day I was there, and I told my friends, the same friends that I've been talking about for like maybe this past video, and I told them like, dude, they put Ryu and Roy and all of the characters, they put them all in Smash, and there's all this new Smash DLC. And then they're like, holy shit, we need to go back to our place and we need to play it. And then we did, and I didn't have to pay for all of the shit to try out, and we had like so much fun that day just doing everything. And then, so for the DLC in Smash, of course, since I was like 12, I believe, or like 11 or 12, even though like all of the Smash DLC was like $6 each, which isn't really that much money nowadays, I was really negligent on buying that kind of shit, like asking my mom, hey mom, can I have the credit card so I can buy the Smash DLC? So they were Ryu was like one of the rare DLC characters I bought for the game. I bought him for the Wii U version. I didn't get him for the 3DS version because once again, I was a fucking cheapskate. And as me, at the time, I was not very familiar with fighting games and the motion inputs. So, of course, because you're doing it on like this. So at first it was kind of really difficult to do the motion inputs, and at the time, for the life of me, I could not do a Shoryuken or like a DP input, the boom boom boom, the Z motion. I think the like telling me it's a Z motion is kind of like not very good advice, because I like did it like actual Z. I don't know how to describe it, but I started like very top, like to the left, and then went down, went to the side, and then down, and then dun. That's not really how it works. It's just like dun dun dun, Shoryuken. I don't know how to describe it. I'm going too far into this, but Ryu is definitely one of those characters. In fact, I think I can show you this montage I made in like 2015. I'm going to show it to you right now. What did you think? Was that pretty good? Yes? No? Do you rock with it? I think my new montage is personally better. You guys should check that out. Even if you haven't, you'll like it. Pretty correct. And I will say, one of the things, it's kind of interesting to see that like some of the Smash 4 DLC, you might know, it kind of does really feel like they had poor planning. Like usually in Ultimate they have like the Fighters Pass, and they just have like the road, not really a roadmap, but like here's how many characters, and we have like a kind of a like a here the pass is going to be done by this date. Smash 4 DLC didn't really have that, of course, so it was all just very sudden when things happened and not. But I think, and I just say that because it's very interesting, because you know, you really compare like how initial Smash 4 Street Fighter representation is, where there's only like 4 music tracks. It's like Ryu's theme and Ken's theme only, a couple remixes, and only like 1 trophy, the side trophy for the game, and it's just Ken. And then of course compared to like Street Fighter in Smash, which basically has like a shit ton of representation, because it's fucking Street Fighter, literally one of the most iconic games ever. A little like too biased on the Street Fighter 2 personally. I think that Street Fighter 2 is didn't really age the best. I don't think it's worth playing. That's a little off topic. And yeah, basically Smash 4 third-party DLC representation is basically like third-party DLC like this is definitely way better planned. And this was kind of just their first, you know, thing that they were doing, you know? Does that make sense? Other than that, Ryu, fun. Of course, Ryu was just kind of like this character that had to get in sooner or later, like Bowser Jr., and just do it now. And then next up, we have Cloud Strife from the video game Final Fantasy VII. Holy shit. Cloud was like a fucking breakthrough. Nobody saw him coming. It was fucking Cloud Strife from Final Fantasy VII. Everyone was like, oh no. Cloud was like the most demanded character in fucking like PlayStation All-Stars. Nobody wanted him in Smash because everyone thought it was impossible, because Final Fantasy VII was like this PlayStation exclusive only. It was like the PlayStation game. Cloud is like one of the best Smash reveals ever, because it was fucking crazy. Like Cloud, damn. But yeah, this is a little hard to explain, but like where I was when the direct was happening, I was at class, so I didn't catch it. But after school, I did catch the direct, and you know, around the end, I just watched it like whole, and then around the end, I just got a little impatient, and I just started skipping through, because I'm like, what are they gonna show? And then I caught like this little glimpse of Cloud, and I was like, holy fucking shit, no fucking way. And you know, I was a little disappointed at the moment, because if I had just waited, it would have hit more. But I was still like pogging, even if I didn't play Final Fantasy at the time. I didn't play Final Fantasy at the time, and I think it's interesting because, you know, the only things I knew about Final Fantasy VII was Cloud, Sephiroth, and a girl dies in it. But Cloud and Smash inspired me to check it out. I played it first on fucking like the mobile phone port, which isn't actually that bad. And now I guess that Final Fantasy VII is like one of my favorite games of all time. Kind of a basic taste, I know. I know most people would have liked Cloud to have an English voice, but I definitely prefer Takahiro Sakurai as Cloud compared to whoever voiced Cloud at the time. I'm just a sub-supremacist when it comes to Final Fantasy VII. I'm sorry. But Cloud is definitely one of my favorite characters to play in the game. I bought him for the 3DS version and not the Wii U version for some fucking reason. I don't know why. Maybe I wanted like that diversity of having both characters to play in the 3DS and Wii U version. But like, yeah, Cloud. I played a lot of Cloud in Smash 4 and Ultimate for a little bit, and I just like how he plays. His moveset is definitely ingrained in my mind. Maybe because of how broken he was in the game, but like Cloud, unfortunately, as minuscule as the initial Smash 4 representation was, I still appreciate it. Like, really, only 2 songs. Only 2 songs, 2 MIDI songs, but luckily, with a certain character that we'll get into later, I'm glad that the Final Fantasy VII representation blew up, as you would say. But Cloud, one of the best characters in the game. One of the best reveals in history because of how fucking major it was. Now, the moment you might have been waiting for. You might have been waiting for this one to come. If you know me well, you might know how much I love this character. And I don't care what people say. I don't care what people have to feel about them in Smash. Corrin from Fire Emblem Fates. I remember the day I watched the final Smash presentation for Smash 4. I was in 7th grade, and I snuck in one of the Chromebooks from another class, and I watched the final presentation in class for like my final period, and for some reason, the teacher didn't mind me having it. But I was watching the stream, and this kid who I was sitting next with, who I was kind of friends with, he was really good at soccer, I guess, and I guess he didn't really play video games next to me. He was sitting next to me and was like, "What is this Smashy Bros?" I didn't catch, and when the presentation first started, I didn't catch the first couple seconds of the presentation with the Fates cutscene where like, this way. What are you gonna do, big brother? Are you going to choose big brother? I have no choice but to join Smash. That kind of thing. So when I first saw the Corrin gameplay, because I just didn't see the whole thing. I didn't know who they were actually, but I didn't care. And of course, since I didn't catch the intro, I did not know who Corrin was. But I did not care. And I just assumed that like Corrin was like this random third-party character, but I didn't know about. And I didn't care because I was like, holy shit, new Smash footage. I was like, wow. And yeah, little did I know at that moment. Little did I know how torrential Corrin's inclusion in Smash would kind of mean to me as a person. And of course, you know, Corrin in Smash, along with a couple friends I met online, inspired me to check out Fire Emblem Fates. And if you are familiar with me as a person, you would know that I am the biggest Fire Emblem Fates apologist ever. Like, I have over 300 hours in the game. I own a Corrin Nendroid and the fucking art book, and I love Fire Emblem Fates, and I am not sorry. And I made Corrin Smash, damn it. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but the fact that, like, Corrin is so unique as, like, a fighter, and I like the elegance in their moves or something. And I just like how they're like a dragon shifting chainsaw sword wielding fighter and everything. And Corrin is forever attached to my soul, and I love them, but mainly female Corrin, you know. I like the other two Fire Emblem male counterparts. I don't mind playing Rail, Robin, or Byleth, but I think they're cool. But when it comes to Corrin, I just have to play female Corrin, because I mainly choose pink Corrin, by the way. That's my color. Nobody can have it. But I just love Corrin. Corrin's a funny girl. I love Corrin. I adore Corrin. I adore her, and I kin her. I feel like this kinship with Corrin. If this makes sense, but yeah. You know, Corrin might have not deserved to get in Smash, but I'm glad they did regardless. Because I don't know where I would be now if Corrin did not get into Smash. Maybe I would have been a billionaire by now. Who knows? And the final character that was revealed in the presentation, the final character of Smash 4 was Bayonetta. And I'm gonna be honest and say, when Bayonetta got revealed, I was like, huh, that's Bayonetta. I was like 12, so it's not like I was going to play Bayonetta anyway, because that series was for older people. But regardless, Bayonetta is a fucking girl boss, and that's okay. And I just want to say that I feel that Bayonetta was not one of the main ballot winners. I get recently it was revealed that it was Sora, and I feel like maybe it was just false advertising at the time. And maybe Kamaya, I'd imagine it was just like Kamaya approached Sakurai and was like, can I put Bayonetta in Smash? And I guess they agreed, and it kind of segued it as Bayonetta's ballot winner among negotiable terms. And if you notice how the newcomers for Ultimate are the highly requested characters that were requested for a long time. So I feel like they mainly use the ballot to decide the characters for Smash Ultimate, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think Bayonetta is just kind of meant to be a Smash character fighter. Like, her gameplay is combo heavy, and she's agile, so I feel like making a moveset might have just been easy. And I really like the way she feels. But as many of you know, you may be familiar that Bayonetta is such a girl boss. She killed Smash 4, I think, maybe. And yeah, Bayonetta might have been a little broken. It was very upsetting to see that the finals, the 2018 EVO Finals, the last time that Smash 4 ended on a fucking like Bayonetta ditto. I forgot who it was. I forgot who was fighting, but the finals match was so ass. Like, man, that was just so. It was very sad to see Smash 4 go out like that. But that's kind of unrelated to Bayonetta. But Bayonetta's transition from Smash 4 to Ultimate is bad. I get she had to get nerfed because she was so broken. They should have banned her, by the way. They should have banned her initially, by the way. But in like Smash 4, she feels like smooth and sexy and like tall and everything, just everything Bayonetta. But in Ultimate, she just feels like ass for some reason. I can't describe it, but she feels infinitely worse. But it's a shame that people refuse to play Bayonetta because of Smash, which is just kind of petty, in my opinion. Overall, Bayonetta, a weird pick to end with Ryu, Cloud, and then Bayonetta, kind of like this recent figure. Didn't really have the decade power of Ryu and Cloud, but regardless, I fuck with Bayonetta. I'm glad she's in it Smash, I guess she's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. She was kind of like, but I guess like Bayonetta is just kind of like this Nintendo like side cousin, I guess, because of Bayonetta 2 on Wii U and Bayonetta 3 on Switch. So Bayonetta, cool, I guess. And that was it for the Smash DLC characters. Well, overall, like I said before, I feel like the Smash DLC for Smash 4 DLC, like I said, didn't really have that much focus. I feel like it was their first time doing it, and, you know, they just kind of winged it. But definitely Ultimate DLC, which we'll get into later, I think has more control to it. More order, as they would say. So yeah, that's it for Smash 4. And with that, we move on to the Smash Bros. Ultimate characters. And I can tell you exactly where I was when the... I can tell you exactly where I was when Smash Bros. Ultimate was announced. And I was a freshman year of high school. And believe it or not, I used to skip class a lot. Like, believe it or not, I used to skip class a lot. And when the direct was happening on like March 2018, I was watching it inside of a closet, inside of the boys' bathroom, with a fucking school Chromebook I had taken in with me. So, with the trailer of the two Inklings like fighting, I thought it was weird that like followed up two Splatoon announcements with another. And you know, it was like a bunch of Splatoon shit. I was like, with that, I was like, there was a slight suspicion. I was like, no way, it's Smash. I'm like, wait, it can't be. No. And it was. I went home extremely happy that day. It was like, holy shit, new Smash. And yeah, but the internet was on fucking fire. Everyone's world was fucking insane. Everyone's world was rocked. And of course the Inkling is a good first character to announce for a Smash game, because they were kind of a no-brainer, because it's Splatoon. Splatoon is extremely popular, especially in Japan. And I guess everyone is kind of expecting it, because it was in Smash 4, and it was like, come on, where's the Inklings, Nintendo? Remember the Mii costumes from like Smash 4 DLC? That was crazy. But I guess the Inkling is kind of what you expect from a Smash moveset, which isn't a bad thing. I like how basic they are, but they do, they're fun. I kind of want to play them more, but but the Inkling is just alright for a pretty standard Splatoon character moveset. They're fun, I guess, but they are kind of frustrating to fight against. I do think that like the fucking the ink mechanic where you have to like refill shit is like I mean, I get they have to put it in because it's Splatoon, but it's like maybe if they like made it, it's just kind of annoying to like play with because you have to refill it. And I feel like if they like made the meter, maybe if they gave you more ink before you had to reload, maybe it would have been better. I don't know. It's just weird, kind of unnecessary. The crazy was like when it was only just a logo and just a trailer, no gameplay. Everyone was wondering, who's in the shadow, who's getting in, who can we recognize from there? And all of that fucking speculation of like who's gonna get in, who's not, just went completely out the window when they said, yeah, every single character is in the game. So that was very cool. Of course, if it wasn't and everyone is here, Corrin wouldn't have gotten in the game because it's fucking Corrin. So I'm glad that they opted to use everyone. So who knows? Enjoy having every single character in a Smash game while it lasts, because Smash is a fucking Radi's nightmare, especially with Sora. We'll get into him later, but just appreciate it. Up next, we have the E3 character reveal, which was Ridley. And everybody knows about Ridley in Smash, and I don't have to tell you about how Ridley in Smash was like a meme, because he was like the most requested Smash character. He was kind of like a no-brainer. He was like one of those characters that was just left out. He's too big, he's a stage boss, shit like that. And when Ridley was first announced, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like, predictable. I expected more from this party game, like kind of a smartass thing, but it's still surreal playing Ridley in Smash after being memed as like the too big Ridley guy. His cock is too big to be in Smash, you know? And I definitely fuck with Ridley's Smash moveset. They definitely get a good job portraying Ridley as like this terrifying monster, and I think they get it, and everything, like, even despite Ridley obviously being shrunk down, that was like the main philosophy, that Ridley is too big. That was the meme. I'm really glad that even if they shrunk down Ridley, they made him like this terrifying monster that he is. And he's definitely probably the best heavyweight character to play as, like really, really heavyweight. Shout out to Ridley, he is awesome. I fuck with Ridley, very cool. They also revealed the first Echo Fighter, or at least first new Echo Fighter release was Daisy. And Echo Fighter's just definitely a weird, but also like a great ass idea, but I don't think that it was really executed that well. So first off, everyone was complaining about clones and way back in Smash 4, like, why is Lucina and Dark Pit in the game? They should have put in waste of slot, they should have put in Gino, that kind of shit. And so when they put in the Echo Fighters, and they're like, hey, we're gonna put like 5 of them in, and it's like gonna take off most of the roster, I'm like, oh my, everyone's like, oh my fucking god, base, like this kind of like weird rebranding thing. Like, I thought you hated clones. They gave them a fancy new name, but I don't really mind them, because they're mostly just like asset flips. That's just really what they are, asset flips. And it's just so they can get like some characters that are too similar. And Daisy is one of those characters that I just wish was slightly different, like had some like new moves, maybe like some new principal moves, but no. Daisy is pretty much the same, like cosmetic. I mean, it kind of works for me like a Peach main, because we get one character that I can like grind GSP with, and one character I can like play seriously on quick play. Hard to explain, but it's kind of like a casual versus competitive mode for Peach mains, Peach players. And next up is the big third-party characters of base Smash 4, Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont. And remember how like Castlevania and Smash got leaked because some dumbass at Nintendo accidentally named like the Galaga medley Bloody Tears / Monster Dance? Fucking bozo. But on the day of like the August Direct, I overslept and I didn't catch the Direct live, but the Castlevania reveal trailer is so cool still. Like, I can't believe Luigi fucking died, and like, I like how Richter says, "Begone, monster," instead of "Die, monster," because he can't say die, I think. Or maybe it's a lip syncing show, or maybe it's like a lip sync thing, I don't know. But it's still so weird to me that like out of all of the video game series out there, the series that gets pampered and is treated as like the big base ultimate third party series is like, and has like 2 characters, assist trophy, 30 songs, a stage boss, is fucking like Castlevania. Like, nothing wrong with Castlevania. I fucking love Castlevania. I'm really glad the series got treated like this, especially since Konami themselves don't really do anything with the series, or at least any of their IPs for that matter. And there's not even like that big of a bias either compared to like Mega Man or PacMan in Smash. Like the classic series, the Metroidvania entries, even the 3D games, like even fucking Lords of Shadow series get some representation. Bro, they even fucking like reference this niche ass glitch or something where Simon can like fucking jump and attack after grabbing the orb after being a level in the original Castlevania. Like, who the fuck came up with that? Like, really, who fucking came up with that? But I never really thought like Castlevania would get in Smash, like, or at least like this early on. But it's kind of everything I ever wanted, like, really. Like, the moveset's cool, and there's nothing really to complain about, obviously. I forgot. I think I played, like, fucking Donasauro, or Donasauro for the DS, and a little bit of Castlevania 3, and also watched the Netflix show. That was really my attachment to like Castlevania. And I think their movesets are cool, and just nothing really to complain about. I'm just really glad they got in. I hope if they put in more Castlevania, and I hope if they bring back Castlevania in the next game, Smash 6 or whatever, that they put in like a Metroidvania character like Alucard or Soma Cruz. But other than that, I love Castlevania. Up next, we have the best boy ever, Chrom. And look, I am a certified Chrom enthusiast. I love Chrom. I follow Chrom religiously. I'm forever devoted to Chrom. Like Shulk, Chrom was like one of the first characters that made me realize maybe I like boys as well. Cause, you know, I don't know. He was hot. I fucking love Chrom. So I was never one of those people who wanted Chrom in Smash because, well, Smash 4 was already out, so who cares? He was gonna be too similar to the other sword fighters. And so as the biggest Chrom fan, when Chrom was announced as an Echo Fighter, he's just an Echo Fighter, so I was kind of indifferent. And obviously they're not supposed to be like this huge reveal because they're just asset flips, like I said. But like I said, since I'm the biggest Chrom enthusiast out there, however, as the biggest Chrom enthusiast on the planet, I don't think Chrom looks that good in Ultimate. Like, I'm assuming that they just took his model from Robin's Final Smash and put him there because, I don't know, his face is kind of weird, his hair looks like fucking spinach. And I'm not a fan of how they scaled down the Falchion in his render, or at least in his render. And it just looks like a cheap, like, flimsy plastic model. Not that the other characters, like Lucina, also share this problem. They literally share the same weapon. I get they have to scale the sword down, but it just looks fucking dinky. Unfortunately, Chrom and Roy aren't really my playstyle, so I don't really play them. But I think design-wise, Chrom is like the ideal Echo Fighter. Take a character, but give them a different moves and change them up in a different way that changes their playstyle. And another thing, I also think that Roy's moveset doesn't really fit Chrom as well. The burning, especially like the whole blazing sword thing, like his up smash, Roy's up smash is like burning, and it's kind of like multi-hit. You can't really translate that well into Chrom, where he doesn't use fire. As well as like his neutral B. But otherwise, I fucking love Chrom. I love Chrom. He is my husbando. I'm glad he's in, I guess. The other Echo Fighter that was announced is Dark Samus, and in all honesty, sometimes I forget Dark Samus is in that game. Like I said, I'm not really a big Metroid fan, so yeah. If I'm being honest, I kind of wish they were their own fighter. Like, I remember playing like this really cool Dark Samus mod for Project M, and seeing them as like this assist trophy. Remember how they were assist trophy in Smash 4? It seems to me like they had good moveset potential, but overall, I don't really care. I like how they changed her like stance and shit, I guess. Dark Samus. Up next, we have a big boy, a big boy, and it's King K. Rool. And I think K. Rool is like a perfect addition. I haven't beaten a Donkey Kong Country game yet, so I was never like a big K. Rool Smash supporter. But I found out that like K. Rool's in Smash. Like I said, I overslept and I saw the Twitter notification for him, and I'm like, cool. But K. Rool's inclusion in Smash just feels so amazing, man. Like, the dude is back, and the fucking Gangplank Galleon remix, holy shit, that's like one of the best Smash remixes ever. No wonder that shit got 14 million views on YouTube as of the recording of this video. But before the game came out, I was going to play K. Rool. Because he was awesome. and he was. But I'm kind of lucky, and I did play K. Rool but I kind of pulled out of the K. Rool scene because most of his player base became a bunch of cornballs, and I don't really roll with that, unfortunately. No offense to K. Rool players, but you know. But when K. Rool got in Smash, it felt like world peace was finally obtained. That was the world peace moment of like 2018. K. Rool's just really fun. I don't know. He's finally in. Also, I feel like they were kind of horny when making K. Rool, considering he is like DeviantArt fetish coded. At least in Smash, he like sticks his tongue out and like smack. You know the victory screen where he like sticks his tongue out and smacks his belly? I think that's just DeviantArt tier. Or maybe it's just me. I don't know. Next is Isabelle, and Isabelle is probably my least favorite Ultimate Newcomer. Her reveal trailer went on for too long and was kind of muddied by like the fact that most people, including me, were anticipating a new Animal Crossing game on Switch, which they did reveal, but it just felt very awkward. The reveal trailer was just way too awkward. I was like, oh, she's in. Oh well. And Isabelle is a character I don't really like fighting against. For some reason, I always have a hard time with the low tiers like Zelda. Of course, I'm not sure how good Zelda is in Ultimate, but she was really bad in Smash 4, and I had a hard time fighting against her. And I don't like playing Isabelle because she's too similar to Villager, and I main Villager, so it just feels off, you know? Now we go to October 2018. Tensions were rising among Smash fans about a leak involving a certain children's character, the Grinch leak. And I am proud to have been a Grinch leak denier. Like, come on. Shadow the Hedgehog in that banner looks just so edited. It looks like somebody photoshopped the Sonic 06 render. But regardless, with all this tension among fans, oh, it's real, oh, it's not, Game Explain is hiding the truth, our questions were answered on the final Smash Direct for the base game when Ken and Incineroar were revealed as the last base newcomers. It's quite the common opinion that these were bad characters to end off of. Everybody knew that Ken would be a character in the game because he's like the Echo Fighter. Of course he was going to get in. That's a fucking no-brainer. He even got him leaked a month earlier, which, by the way, whoever leaked that image could have leaked Incineroar or somebody else if they had it. If I was the fucking leaker that leaked Ken, I would have taken a picture of one of the assist trophy characters like Isaac or Shadow and pass it off as a fire leak and watch the world burn. But anyways, Ken is obvious. He's a fun character. I really like how they implemented him, and I'm glad that they chose to pick the Street Fighter 2 design. Sure, you could say it's more Street Fighter 2 biased, but Street Fighter 5 Ken is ugly as shit. Holy fuck. Oh, I'm just so glad they chose Ken. He's awesome. I fuck with Ken. And as for Incineroar, I won't lie. I'm a Decidueye bro for life. The Rowlet line is like one of my favorite Pokemon, and Lola is my favorite Pokemon region. So during the lead up for Smash Ultimate, it was pretty commonly speculated that if they were going to add a Gen 7 Pokemon, it would be the Decidueye. I feel like there was a huge debate over which Gen 7 Pokemon got in, because he was the most popular, but instead we got Incineroar. And I'm kind of glad we did end up getting Incin, because Incineroar is such an expressive fighter. The Pokemon games do not usually do a good job expressing the Pokemon's personality, and they did a good job really giving Incineroar this like asshole heel wrestling persona. I haven't really played Incineroar since the game came out because he's not really that good, but he was fun to play as when I did. And you know, also I'm not a furry, but and that's a surprise to everyone, Piranha Plant was announced for Smash, and my brain did not really register Piranha Plant as a fighter at first. I thought he was like a assist trophy or an item, and I was like, why are they putting this after the game came out? And then I was like, oh, I didn't really care. Piranha Plant is alright. I like how they showed it off so casually. Like, yeah, Plant is in Smash, but I don't play Smash that much. I know Piranha Plant has its fans, but Plant is just a novelty fighter. I think most people just forgot about Piranha Plant after a while. So I think they're alright. They're just fine. And that's kind of it for the base roster of Smash Ultimate. Like they said, there aren't really that many new ones. I guess they were just kind of focused on bringing back every character, so that was fine. That's fine, I guess. Now the Fighter Pass is really where they shined. We'll get into it right now.
Hi, this is Tommy Wiseau, creator of The Room. Let me introduce you to the new Joker.
Starting with the Game Awards reveal, the first character revealed for the Fighter Pass 1, Joker from Persona 5. And holy fucking shit, this was a reveal. This was a reveal. And earlier that year, 2018, I played Persona 5, and if you know me well, you would know that like Persona 5 is like my favorite game of all time, or Persona 5 Royal, I guess, technically. It just sort of came at that right time in my life. And during that year, like the thought of Joker being Smash before like crossed my mind once or twice, but I never really thought it was that possible. And that soon, like the first Fighter Pass DLC character, like damn. When I was watching the Game Awards trailer and the Persona trailer showed up, I was like, oh, it's just gonna be something like Persona Q2 localization. But why is it rated E10+? Then I saw the Smash letter and I was like making a noise. And my parents heard me and asked if I was okay. Obviously I was, but after that I was like, holy fucking shit, he is in. That kind of thing. I was like... But the wait for like any info about Joker in Smash was kind of painful. Like, they didn't show any gameplay of Joker in the initial reveal. Then in like the February direct, they showed his fucking backside and said until the end of April. Then his render got leaked by Best Buy, and then he came out. Getting Joker day one was like a fucking disaster. The servers were fucking struggling. eShop was crashing for everyone, and for me, it took my dumbass a while to actually learn how to download him. I had to go in my purchases and press that little download button. I think it's safe to say that Joker was the first DLC character, and Nintendo did not know how to deal with the Smash DLC release. And I think it's safe to say that after that, there was order to Smash DLC launches. But I think Joker is a fun character to play as. They're one of the characters I play from time to time, probably just because I like Persona 5. I like Persona. I love how they copied the UI from Persona 5 and the other Persona games like 3 and 4. Like that's cool as shit. I like how Joker uses a grappling hook as his up B when Arsene isn't out. Like when it was first showed off, everyone including me was like, when did Joker use a grappling hook? Then a couple days later, the Persona 5 Royal trailer dropped where he uses it, and I'm like, oh. I do wish Persona and Smash represented more of the Shin Megami Tensei series as a whole. Like, maybe include a couple songs, or maybe have Joker be able to swap Arsene with a couple demons like Jack Frost or Yoshitsune. That kind of thing. That was basically my base concept of Joker and Smash would have different Megami Tensei demons, but whatever, it's fine. I really like how they represented everything, even having stage cameos of all the Phantom Thieves. It's really cool. I'm glad they went hard with Persona representation, and I kind of do wish they had a Sakurai Presents for that, because having Sakurai geek out about Persona would have been fucking awesome. You can tell he really does like Persona. And another thing is that after Joker and Smash was announced, it's kind of put the Persona series in the spotlight for a certain set of people, and it got a bunch of people into the series, and Everybody was either wanting like a PS4 to play Persona 5 on, or like wanting Atlas to port Persona 5 to Switch, which I don't get why they still haven't done yet. Maybe there's like some PlayStation exclusivity deal, but come on, that's such a no-brainer considering how many people want it. Like, I don't want Persona 5 for Switch. I don't really care if Persona 5 gets on Switch, but come on, no-brainer. For a while, it just felt like a majority of like Smash Twitter or content creators just have like some sort of persona in their personality, like persona, get it? Personality, get it? Like having their layout be like P5 inspired or something. Did Joker and Smash ruin the Persona fan base? That's a topic for another day, but regardless of that, like, I don't care. I'm just glad that my favorite game, like, of all time is represented in Smash, so that's kind of cool. A year before Hero was announced for Smash, I had bought Dragon Quest VIII for the PS2 just on a whim because I thought it looked cool. And it kind of like blew me away with how good it was. Like the music, the gameplay, and story, just everything Dragon Quest. Like, I haven't beaten the game, I never really beat it, but it was such a fun time. I should pick it up again. Like playing Dragon Quest VIII and like seeing all of the like iconic things that's like Dragon Quest, it just kind of felt like playing Mario for the first time, if that makes sense. Like, imagine if you like played Mario, like the fucking like most popular video game ever, like as like a fucking like adult, that, or as like a fucking like teenager, like, you know, oh, this is where everything came from. Damn, so iconic. That was kind of like how I played Dragon Quest. Just knowing that like Dragon Quest, it's such a series staple in Japan, like such a fucking phenomenon, if that makes sense. But I should probably pick it up again. And at the time, I would have said that 8 was my favorite in the series, but now I can see it probably being 11, just because of how good it is. If I get to finishing that game as well. And along with playing like Dragon Quest V and Builders, I was pretty familiar with the series before Dragon Quest was rumored to be in Smash. And knowing that Dragon Quest was getting in had me thinking, like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna add the Dragon Quest V protagonist? I think the Dragon Quest V protagonist would have been like a cool as fuck character to have in Smash. I thought it was gonna be possible because they had that movie coming out. We don't really talk about that movie, unfortunately. Like, it would be like Pokemon Trainer. Like, imagine you could like summon monsters into the game while you're playing. Or are they gonna add like a weird party member like Yangus? Like, what if Yangus got in? Or like Eric, because he has like this big marketing push from Square Enix. Because they usually don't pay attention to the protagonists. They would rather pay attention to like party members. So when I was watching the E3 trailer during class, I was hyped as fuck to see the Luminary get announced. Even if I haven't played Dragon Quest XI, then I wanted to play it because it looked cool. And I was like, yes, they got the slimes, they got everything, it's so fucking cool. And then they revealed the other protagonist, and I was really excited to see the Dragon Quest hero. That really made me happy. I know Dragon Quest VIII is like the most popular Western one, at least at the time, but I'm really glad he got in. He even got fucking Munchie in his pocket, man. Even if Dragon Quest is mostly a Japan thing because it's Dragon Quest, it really felt like 2019 was like one of Square Enix's big pushes for Dragon Quest in the West that year. We got a lot of Dragon Quest stuff that year. One of the weirdest being dying fucking Jump Force. As you know, being a Western Dragon Quest fan is pain sometimes. So having Dragon Quest have a little bit of spotlight for Western audiences is really kind of helpful. And I guess you can tell they are kind of pushing for a Western stuff. And they were really pushing that people buy Dragon Quest 11 for the Switch. So I guess you could really call it an advertisement, honestly. But regardless, they gave Hero fucking everything. Like, it's truly insane. Hero did kind of shake out the meta a bit initially. But their influence kind of faded out after a while. Like, remember when Hero first dropped and everyone's debating whether they were broken or they had to be banned? And I remember seeing fucking Quizlets about the hero moves in other languages like Japanese or Spanish. It was funny. But yeah, Hero's fun as fuck to play. Like, definitely a extremely fun day one character. And like I said, they didn't have to go that insane and give him a shit ton of everything. It also still feels weird seeing the fucking Dragon Quest slime in Smash, or even the fucking Toriyama art style in Smash is weird for obvious reasons. One side note, shout out to like whoever is on the art team of Smash, like being able to design those characters, being able to like design all of these characters with contrasting art styles like Snake, Mario, and like fucking Fire Emblem all in the same game. Like, I want to meet them. It's that's truly like an amazing feat. I want to meet them like one day, or shake their fucking hand. Also, in the reveal trailer, they used orchestrated music of Dragon Quest songs, and initially I was like, oh sweet, they can use the orchestra. Of course, everybody knows about Koichi Sugiyama, his music, his political views, and the midis. He's dead now. So when I downloaded Hero and listened to the music, I was like very visibly disgusted when I found out the midis were used in place of the orchestra. Debatably, that's false advertising. Overall, Hero, awesome inclusion. I fuck with Hero. Banjo-Kazooie is definitely weird because it feels like there's this weird like divide. Like, people either hate Banjo-Kazooie and call him like a scrimbo bimbo, like fucking overrated piece of shit, or people just talk about like they like Banjo-Kazooie because they played it. And I'm not a 90s kid, of course. Or people like Banjo-Kazooie, they grew up with the game, or like Nintendo YouTubers talking about how Banjo-Kazooie is the best game ever made. Which by the way, Banjo-Kazooie was kind of like a popular like totem on the fucking like Nintendo scene and like Nintendo 64. You can see like marketing material with like fucking Pikachu and like Mario, like as Link and all that, and then Banjo-Kazooie, because Banjo-Kazooie, it really felt like this was Nintendo's. It really felt like one of Nintendo's own. So of course everybody, Banjo-Kazooie did have an impact, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. I fuck with Banjo-Kazooie, but regardless. So E3 that year, 2019, the presence of Banjo-Kazooie showing up was heavily rumored, and I was on board, and I was expecting them to show up. And even on the Xbox presentation, like believing that like Banjo-Kazooie would show up out of nowhere, like even like a serious gritty FPS like trailer, I was expecting to show up in like some tongue-in-cheek way because it's rareware. Regardless, I did get my wish when in the Nintendo Direct when they announced Banjo-Kazooie in Smash, and I was happy to see Banjo get revealed in Smash. Like, the trailer was so fucking great, man. Like, it really did felt like a reunion of, like, Donkey Kong characters, the Rareware characters. It's like, we're back, baby. That's so awesome. Fuck. For some reason, I think that Banjo-Kazooie Day 1 was probably one of the most fun I played. I don't know why. Maybe it was because they put sands in the game. Maybe it was because it was the first day of, like, fucking junior year of high school for me, so it was kind of fun to like go home after like school and play Banjo and Smash with a couple. But I think many people would say that Banjo-Kazooie, for how hyped up they were to be in Smash, how requested they were to be in Smash, like 20 years or something, being in the game was kind of underwhelming, which I would certainly disagree. I think that, you know, Banjo-Kazooie definitely feel like they've been in the game. They definitely feel like they've been characters since Melee. Like, I don't know, their moveset's just kind of basic, and it's kind of refreshing considering that the last character was fucking Hero, who has everything. But anyways, people complain at how the moveset's just mid, but I was like, what else are you supposed to do? But I think they did a good job representing Banjo. Banjo-Kazooie is awesome. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But I find it very questionable that Gruntilda's final boss theme wasn't a track in the game. Like, that, come on. That still questions me. Like, Terry was like an interesting case for me personally because I was extremely familiar with SNK for a while. My friend who came Terry Bogard actually introduced me to Fatal Fury and King of Fighters, and Terry was and still is one of my mains in King of Fighters and the other games with him. He's Mr. SNK. He's the fucking main character. Of course he's gonna get in. But before Terry got announced, I imagined that Kyo Kusanagi would be the SNK rep, and that his reveal trailer would be like the King of Fighters 94 intro, where he burns the letter of introduction, which is kind of a no-brainer when it comes to SNK trailers. So I'm kind of glad the reveal trailer referenced that in a way, even if it wasn't really Kyo, but I don't mind. I fuck with Terry, but I love all of the reference to Neo Geo SNK, but I thought the suspense of who's it going to be was kind of meh, because it was kind of obvious that like it's going to be Terry. He's Mr. SNK. Remember when SNK's involvement got leaked a while before Terry was going to be in? I feel like they kind of might have purposely leaked it, considering, like I said, the SNK Smash trailer was kind of fluctuating, like speculating who's it gonna be. Is it going to be Yori? Is it going to be Kyo? Is it going to be fucking what's her name from Nakaruru from Samurai Showdown? That kind of thing. It kind of felt like they did it on purpose, but I don't think they did. But when SNK got leaked for Smash, everyone was either losing their minds or saying like, what's SNK? Isn't that the anime? But the Sakurai Presents Terry livestream was probably my favorite out of all of those directs or presentations. Like, it literally kept me on the edge of my seat the entire stream. Like, seeing all the representation, 20 stage cameos, 50 songs, even stuff like the charisma about like Sakurai talked about SNK. Even stuff like, we gave Carrie an exclusive move for his up air, like, had me coming. Like, even if there was no Mai. Terry's a fun character, and for, like, a company that sparked many huns and who's, and, like, literally who's, I'm glad, like, SNK representation went as hard as it did. Terry's fun in Smash, like, everything. Not even joking. This was probably the most insane reveal for me. Like, not even kidding. The concept of Byleth getting added into Smash to me was like this. There's no fucking way. That's too comical. That's too predictable. There's no way they would add Byleth. And then they fucking did. And I literally wish I could create the fucking feeling when I felt the those who slither in dark thing. The dun 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 dun. Like, the September before, I came up with like this concept of Byleth being a fighter in Smash, and like my idea was to use Byleth's versatility as a unit that can use basic magic like fire and healing spells, and like reverse time as like this sort of counter, like Shulk's conceptually, and used many weapons, which sort of came true with the weapon versatility. Like, honestly, they were kind of a dream fighter for me, I will admit, because I thought Byleth, sort of the creator, was cool as fuck. And Three Houses might have been my game of the year for 2019, I guess. And I wanted him in Smash because of that, and like everything. And I used Dimitri's skin because I represent Dimitri and the Blue Lions for life. I love Dimitri, but Byleth is an extremely fun character, and they're one of the characters in the main. I'm kind of glad that Three Houses got representation in Smash, because me and many others around that time were obsessed with Three Houses. Like, Three Houses honeymoon period hit different, if you ask me. Like, it was insane. Anyways, I think that even if I think like the Garrick Mock stage is a little lame, like the layout's too basic in my opinion. Obviously, Byleth's inclusion as a character was not very well received by fans. And as a huge fan of Fire Emblem, I believe that people have the right to be disappointed over Byleth. And you don't have to force them with a be grateful attitude. That's just a thing with like Nintendo fans in general. They have this be grateful attitude. But that's something for a different day. But although, if you're still vehemently upset over Byleth's inclusion in Smash so much to like get him trending on Twitter every fucking 2 weeks. Like almost 2 years later, I think you need to move on. Just saying. Min Min, more like mid. Am I right? No, but for real, Min Min, mid. Just really mid. People really wanted a fighter to hype up, like fighter. People really wanted a fighter to follow up Byleth. And Arms and Smash, a game that people weren't really into. People weren't really excited. Most people thought it was just mid or like kinda mediocre. And the fact that Nintendo just out of the way just kinda pushed this fucking Arms, like their dead game basically. It just didn't sit right with a lot of people, including me. It was kind of genuinely embarrassing that like, it was embarrassing seeing people like pretend to be hyped over Arms. Min Min is just okay. I don't really play them. I heard that apparently they're really good in competitive play, but I don't really care. Mid. Steven Smash was like so fucking crazy. Like definitely a good character to follow up Min Min, which many people didn't care about. Just add fucking Minecraft into Smash. Remember how he broke Twitter? That was fucking crazy. But when I was watching like the initial reveal trailer for Steve, I had just been near Automata. I had just been near Automata, right? I think it's Automata. Sorry. And when Mario got transported into the cave, I thought into like the square place, I thought it was the fucking copied city premiere. My friend also thought the part with the moms was like the Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne trailer, so they thought it was Demi-Fiend, which is kind of funny to me. But regardless, Steve is definitely the most soulful character into the game. Like, he has one of the most creative movesets in the game, and it's crazy how much work they put into Steve. Like, they said they had to like revise the coding in every single character, every single stage to get Steve to work, and I'm really glad Steve just works. They're definitely an extremely fun character. I play them once in a while. They're kind of brainless. Like, Minecraft is the most video game ever. It's like the fucking like video game ever. And Minecraft representation in Smash is just very cool. Like, even if they couldn't get the fucking music, it's just really cool to see. It's very surreal to see all of these characters in a fucking Minecraft world. And Steve works, and I'm glad they preserved Minecraft's unique gameplay and style and everything. I'm glad they didn't make him look like the grotesque Steve or like those fucking Minecraft animations or anything like that. I'm glad they just made Steve. So Steve's definitely one of my favorites. I play Steve sometimes because he's kind of broken, and I usually win a lot with Steve just cause. Sephiroth's trailer, in my opinion, is literally the perfect reveal trailer. It's quick to the point. It shows off how fucking cool and strong Sephiroth is, and has so many fan service moments and references for fans of the series. Like, I hate to shit on Byleth, because Byleth hate is overdone, but Sephiroth's trailer is what Byleth's trailer wishes it was. Byleth's reveal trailer is just slow, it's boring, it's kind of condescending, but then the fucking Sephiroth trailer is like a fucking 2007 teenager's wet dream, and they went out of its way to appreciate Advent Children for the kino it is, and it's amazing. Literally my favorite reveal trailer ever. Like, I don't remember if Sephiroth had like a dedicated fan base for Smash, like, I don't know, Crash Bandicoot. I know people want him in, but I don't think there was the will to the man Sephiroth, and they really went out of its way to make Sephiroth the most balanced but like powerful and threatening character in the game. And Sephiroth is fun as fuck, and we got the Final Fantasy VII representation we deserve. But it was kind of a little hard to appreciate Sephiroth in Smash with all of the stuff going on about Melee and stuff, and people being cynical about it, but I don't blame them. Regardless, Sephiroth in Smash is awesome, and I'm glad he's in. He's such an iconic ass villain. He's fucking Sephiroth, but unfortunately, it was at the expense of Tetsuya Nomura winning, and I hate to see that. I fucking love Sephiroth! Simply put, I haven't played Xenoblade 2, or beat Xenoblade in that fact. I feel like if I had beaten the game, I probably would have been creaming at all this fan service, but Pyra and Mithra, definitely, it wasn't really for me. I mean, I feel like I said, if I had played Xenoblade 2 earlier, I probably would have been able to appreciate it more, because personally, I guess I didn't really want Rex in the game because I thought he was kind of lame. So I think having Pyra and Mithra is kind of a good compromise. I think most people were kind of against Rex, but I didn't really mind. I don't know. I feel like I'll probably get to play like Xenoblade 2 one day, and I feel like I would enjoy it. Pyra and Mithra, like, most of like the Smash characters, even if I didn't really know them, I'm still familiar with their like source material. That same thing wasn't really there for like Pyra and Mithra, because I haven't played the game, I haven't really listened to the music, but from what I listened to, the music's kind of really good. I'm kind of happy for the Xenoblade fans out there, but I feel like Pyra and Mithra are kind of fun characters, but they're kind of, I just saying, I feel like I should be playing them, cause as a Corrin main, I feel like I should be playing them, because apparently like Pyra and Mithra are like one of the best characters in the game. But yeah, I think they were kind of alright, not big on Xenoblade, but definitely alright characters, I guess. You see, I was always one to have definitely preferred Kazuya in Smash over like the more logical Heihachi for a like hypothetical Tekken rep in Smash, because Heihachi, he's just an old man who can punch and kick and do lightning, but Kazuya can turn into a devil. So I was very happy to see my dreams come true when Kazuya was announced for Smash. And I instantly knew it was Kazuya because I saw the fucking volcano and Ganondorf. I'm like, yes, you can tell that. And obviously you can tell that putting a Tekken character in Smash, a game where most characters have like 80 special moves, is hard, but somehow they made it work, which I'm glad. And they really got like the physics and like that, how Tekken isn't really like a aerial fighter, and it's not even like a stupid way like Little Mac too, which is interesting. Personally, Tekken representation in Smash is like all I could have wanted. Like, I got the cool stage, I got the songs I wanted, other than like one or two. I think it was like the fucking, I forgot what it's called. It's called like fucking something. It's like the fucking like Mishima Corp stage is the one I kind of wanted. But I'm personally not a fan of the Moonsiders remix though, or like any of the Tekken remixes for that matter. Let's just say that I think Tekken's like music, which is like mostly EDM, Smash's music production, I feel like the composers are dealt with like these little like specific sound font or like MIDI samples they use, so they can't really go all out, or like a specific style, I guess, so it can all like fit into one game. But I don't think like Smash's certain style of music is as good as what I said. I don't think Smash's like style of music or how they produce it does not really fit with how Tekken music is. But over that, I'm glad Tekken got in. I was excited for the September Nintendo Direct to potentially end Smash speculation once and for all, and was mad as fuck when they told us we had to wait 2 more weeks for the real reveal. I just wanted it to be over with, because at that point, I didn't care who got in. I just wanted it to be over. And during the lead up, I had a dream that the guy from Neo, William Adams, I believe that's what he called, got in the game, and his name was just Neo, like Neo from Neo. And I had another dream where an original Smash character that was just basically Tails with big boobs basically got in, and everybody fucking hated it. Like, it got so many dislikes in my dream. And after that, I was sick, and so when the first Direct played on October 5th, and they show out the Mii costumes first, I was like, that's weird. And I was thinking maybe it was Doomguy, because they showed him off, and maybe it would have been like this trick. It would have been like, haha, no, just kidding, Doomslayer is actually the original one. And then when the trailer, the beginning of the trailer, I thought it was Dark Souls because of like the flames, and Mario looked like he was going to do that thing that Gwyn did in the opening. He like killed those dragons, I think. Then it was revealed. It was Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and it's an amazing way to end. I think it's a pretty amazing way to end Smash Ultimate with a character people thought would never get in due to, of course, intense copyright intense copyright hurdles. I won't lie. I was a bit of like a anti-Sora hater because I thought people demanding him, even if I thought he was like really unlikely at the time, was just kind of annoying. I'm like, he's not gonna be in the game. Stop it. Sora will not be in Smash Ultimate. But I do like Kingdom Hearts and enjoy whatever crazy shit the series is. I like Kingdom Hearts. Then they put Sora in, and I'm really happy they did. I was like, holy shit, no fucking way, you're capping me. I'm like, Kingdom Hearts is like a magical ass series. Like, despite its weird premise of Disney and Square Enix, I'm so glad it like means a lot to people. One of my favorite articles, or I guess internet articles, is this article about like how much Kingdom Hearts means to people, and it's basically just like a bunch of like stories people have to tell about like their attachment to the series and like everything they did. And I'm glad that Sora fans kept on holding on to the hope that their character would be their MC, as they would say, would be in Smash, despite it being very unlikely. But I'm not going to try to complain too much because it's Sora in Smash. And obviously there were some big compromises. You can tell because Disney has like this weird. You can tell like Disney definitely stepped in because apparently they have this weird rule that only Keyblade wielders can wield a Keyblade, which is why Mario only throws it and why Kirby doesn't really hold a official Keyblade. It's weird. It's weird. Anyways, but I think Sora's moveset is a little too basic. Like, it's too based off Kingdom Hearts 1, which doesn't really have the same depth as other games. Sora doesn't have 1 million combat forms, and he doesn't kill you off stage like aerial combat. But whatever, it's kind of refreshing considering how much crazy DLC was. Regardless, I think they did a good job having like Kingdom Hearts aerial combat and the other things so well. Like Sora Dittos, watching them really feels like fucking like Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix hardest mode Keyblade wielder fights. Kingdom Hearts representation feels a little barren, probably because it was a little hard to negotiate, and like a core component of the series, which is the fucking Disney shit, wasn't really there. And all the tracks are from Kingdom Hearts 1 too, and I wish there was a little more, more music. Other than that, great addition. I know it's very easy to be cynical about Kingdom Hearts because it's Kingdom Hearts and it's Disney, but I'm really glad Sora is in, and I'm glad that Smash Ultimate DLC ended on a universally loved character like Sora, because I don't want to hear about how like ending the pass on like what Tyr McDole from Suikoden was mid as fuck for the rest of time. The thing that makes me mad as fuck, though, is that Sora is the 13th DLC character, came out on version 13.0, and was released 13 days after his reveal trailer. I fucking hate you, Nomura. I hate seeing you win. I fucking hate you, Nomura. I hate seeing you win. You madman. Overall, if you were to ask me which pass I definitely prefer between Fighter Pass 1 or Fighter Pass 2, I would definitely say Fighter Pass 1. because I enjoyed all the DLC characters and I thought they were all pretty good. I thought they were all bangers, even Byleth. And as a little bonus, let's go over some of the Mii costumes that were revealed, because Mii costumes, I'm not sure if I mentioned this earlier, but I believe that like the Mii costumes were definitely like this kind of great little bonus to whatever Smash Ultimate DLC their character would have in. Like, what were they gonna do? Like, who were they gonna add? And they definitely really found life in that format or whatever, just as a little compromise. You know, every Smash DLC like presentation, who's gonna get confirmed, whose dreams are going to be broken. So I thought I'd go over like 2 notable ones, just so I can get them out of the way. Obvious ones. Sans. I was not watching the Banjo stream where they revealed the Sans Mii costume and all of that, because I was like at school. So I checked my phone during the class, and I see a picture of Sans and Smash, and I was like, no way, that's fucking real. Literally the most surreal shit ever. Everyone was fucking losing it, and world peace was obtained, like, during that moment. Sakurai just saying that, like, Toby Fox casually visited his house once and they played Smash while Megalovania was playing was the funniest shit ever. The Megalovania remix is pretty good, even if I think it tried a little too hard to be different from, like, the Undertale version. Remind yourself that Megalovania was once a Homestuck song. Just let that sink in. But you can tell Toby Fox, like, put all into that shit, and it really has, like, that signature shit. Like, nobody talks about how, like, Toriel and Papyrus's motifs are incorporated in that song, and it's amazing. Like, the remix is really good. I still can't believe it's real, and like how big Undertale is. Like, it's really surreal, like seeing how far it's gone. And Dante, I would say that Dante is, along with Lloyd Irving from Tales, even if Lloyd Irving isn't my number 1 Tales pick, was, I think, the only time a Mii costume reveal really broke me, because I know I was fucked, and it made me realize how Geno fans felt when they announced when he was revealed as a Mii costume. So that was all of the Smash reveals. This is probably a long-ass video, I would imagine. I don't know if you've watched this so far. Thanks for tuning in, I guess. I mean, so overall, I like Smash a lot. I fuck with it heavy, and Smash is just magical, I guess. Like, seeing your favorite shit get revealed. It's like fucking sports. You get hyped at that shit. Overall, please let Smash rest for like I said, let Smash rest for like 6 years maybe. I don't want Sakurai to be working on another Smash game for like ever. Let that man retire already. He's given us too much. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, deadass. I mean, there's a couple characters. I don't know. You know, I love Smash a lot. Bye, I guess.